Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is the second update to my project pan for 2021. So I am doing this in the team project pan style where I have sort of a full range of products, albeit a smaller range of products. Right now I only have about 10 products, and I am going to be doing sort of the refresh every quarter. So the next refresh time would be at the end of March. That would be the first quarter done. So I may pull some products then and put something else new in. And as I finish something, I'll just roll something new in as well at any point in time. So let's get started with the update. The first product in my project is the VDL Lumilayer Primer Fresh Primer. So I did say last month that I was going to slow down on this. I did a hair. I've been using a couple other primers through my Shop My Stash, but I'm still like, I feel like I've actually flown through this. Like for some reason I thought this product was like really large. It was going to last me a really long time. Probably not. So anyway, last month this was 135.02 grams. It's now 131.22 grams, so that's a difference of 3.8 grams. I do like this primer. I mean, it's a nice glowy primer. It actually looks quite nice on its own, but if I put, like, I don't find it's glowy enough that if I put sort of a more matte foundation over top, like you can't really see this, like, or any sort of foundation that's sort of like not sheer. This doesn't seem to like have any, like, it doesn't show through, if that makes sense, which is kind of, you know, annoying, but at the same time, it's like, I guess that's kind of the point. I don't know. Anyway, it is a nice primer. I wouldn't purchase this. I got this in a lucky bag. I definitely wouldn't rush out and purchase this. I think there's similar products from like the drugstore that's going to give you a similar effect. Item number 2. This item I so thought I was going to be finished this month, and it's not quite. It is almost finished. I thought it was finished, and I kind of like did a good twist and like a whole bunch came out, but it's like right at the end. I can't see, like, the other thing too is all the lines are worn off. So I've lost all the lines of the progress. You can't see the progress from the lines, but hopefully the picture will show the progress in terms of the product because you can see through this. What is this product, by the way? It's the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. I'm also finding like this is getting dry and it's actually caking up under my eyes and looking worse. Even if I only put like a sort of thin layer, it's working against me, so I'm kind of glad that it's almost done, but I couldn't quite call it because I'm not confident that I'm quite through this yet. So I probably have about another week, I would say, of this product and it will be done. So I am gonna roll in a new product anyway, even though this isn't quite done, because it is so close to being done that I might as well take advantage of enough time to throw in a new product. So we'll talk about the new product at the end. Last month this was 10.55 grams. It's now 10.42 grams. So that is a difference of 0.13 grams. The next product is this Dr. Jart Black Label Detox BB Beauty Balm. And I've mentioned, like, I'm wearing this today, I've mentioned that I am liking this more. I like this a lot more than when I first had it. It does have a little bit of a gray undertone, which is a bit weird, but it's not too bad. And yeah, I just feel like it's got that, I feel like I need foundations that have a little bit of that like silicone-y feel to sort of smooth over my skin a little bit better. Even if you can still see the texture, I feel like it just overall sits better on my skin. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. I do feel like I'm getting through this now. Like when I put this in my project 2 years ago and it felt like it was never ending, but I do feel like now like I have moments where it's like hard to pump it, like I have to like bang it on the table or like give it a good shake and eventually it'll start pumping again. So I can tell it's starting to like, I'm getting there. There is an end in sight. Last month this was 71.42 grams. It's now 67.11 grams. So I used 4.31 grams. I know I did say I probably would slow down on this, but I feel like I just kind of keep going back to this. Even though I am testing another foundation right now, I just kind of keep just using this out of, I like it. Like, I'm shocked to say that I like it. Again, I don't know if I would repurchase this. I don't know if you can repurchase this. Like, I know there's one in like a gold bottle, but I don't know if this one in the black container still exists. I should look that up. I have no idea. My next product is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. So they've had a casualty. The little thing that holds the powder in. I broke it off by accident and I can't seem to get it back in without potentially causing like a powder catastrophe. So when I weigh it, I put this back in so at least the weight is consistent, but I did lose some product. So I feel like I used a little bit more of this past month just because of that than I actually probably would have. But we're getting through this pretty quickly. Like, I've got the line, so you'll see in the picture, I've got the new line. I feel like maybe 2 more months and this will be done. 2.5 months. So quite surprised actually at how quickly I am going through this. So I just introduced this last month and it was 65.67 when I started and it is now 64.72. Okay, so this product, this is the Winky Luck Universal Brow Unibrow Pencil, I think is what they call it. And last month we had some challenges on the weight. Well, the mystery of the weights going all over the place has been solved. At least I think it has been solved. So when I weighed it this time, I was like, why haven't you changed? Like, I'm not gonna lie, the amount of product that's left in this is like, I'm actually not gonna finish this year, I don't think, which just astounds me because I normally go through eye pencils so quickly. But the weight hadn't changed, and I'm like, but I know I use this pretty much every day, so why did the weight not change at all? It's because of this. So when I comb through my brows with the brush, some of the product is getting stuck on this and I hadn't wiped it off, and so there was buildup. I mean, it's still like I need to actually wash it. There was product buildup. As soon as I wiped it off, the weight was down. I was like, there we are. That's the problem. Like, I'm putting the product on here and it's in the tube, and then I'm just adding it back when I do that. So that, mystery solved, guys. Mystery solved. Just put Anne on the case, she will solve the mystery. Anyway, last month, I think this was around 9.01, which may or not be true anymore. It is now 9.02, which is less than it was when I started, which we're going in the right direction now, guys, was 9.03. So technically, I used 0.08 if we go straight by the weights from January and February, but I don't really know if that's true or not, because again, there was product in the actual brush that was, it's amazing how like the tiniest amount of product can make a difference, especially when you're weighing at like 0.00 grams. So anyway, mystery solved. I know you guys were all like, couldn't get sleep at night because you were so worried about that mystery. The next product is a single eyeshadow. This is the Avon Mark brand pressed shadow in the shade Mink. Now, I have used this. There is a dip, but I definitely need to up my game on this going forward. I just kind of use it once or twice a month, and that's not enough. I need to definitely use it more. So I'm going to try and focus on this a little bit more. So hopefully next month there'll be better progress, because progress is real slow right now. So last month this was 5.68 grams. It's now 5.66 grams. So that's only a difference of 0.02 grams. In total, I've only used 0.07 grams on this, which is like nothing. So I definitely need to up my progress on this. My only goal for this is to hit pan, and then I'll pick another single shadow to do the same thing on, which might be the other one. Like I have a second one of these. All right, the doozy product. This is the Tarte Blush Bazaar from the holiday collection in 2017. I haven't compared the photos, so I don't really know what it looks like in the photos, but again, kind of consistently still trying to use this shade here, which is Angelic. I did poke into Authentic a little bit more, and Endless a little bit more. I think I popped into Extraordinary once. Again, focusing more on this highlight more than this one, but sometimes I mix them together. And I did pop into Skillful a couple times. I feel like with coming towards spring, I can start moving into these brighter colors. I use this one quite a bit too, and I mix these two. But yeah, like this, this is gonna be a while. So yeah, I'm still trying to use it, but I do have like other blushes that I'm pulling in with my Shop My Stash, so I'm trying not to get too stressed that the progress on this is slow. I mean, the main goal is to work the pattern off all the shades, which I think is definitely achievable. Last month this was 128.22 grams. It's now 128 grams, so that's only a difference of 0.22 grams. That's pretty low. So far since I started this project, I've only used 0.49 grams, so basically half a gram, which is really low. I definitely should try and pick that up a little bit more. The next product, again, I can't tell looking at it. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Every time I look at it, it looks the same. So I'm really hoping in the pictures it's gonna look different. I have been trying to work, like I don't necessarily work exactly in the pan. I sort of brush all the way around. So I'm sort of thinning it down as we go, which is probably not going to be as apparent in the photos. But yeah, this is going to take a while, but I think I'm now looking at this and thinking this is achievable to finish by the end of the year. I was hoping it'd be sooner and I could maybe use another bronzer, but no. This is definitely achievable to finish by the end of the year, but it's going to take me all year to finish just that, which is kind of amazing when you think about it, because it doesn't look like a lot of product. And if this was like a face powder, I mean, this would definitely be done. I would have no issue. So last month this was 60.99 grams. It's now 60.5 grams. So that's a difference of 0.49 grams. In total, I've used 1.1 grams of this. Slow but steady. Speaking of products that are slow but steady, I need to pick the pace up on this though. I'm looking at the numbers now and I'm like, I'm not going to get anywhere with this if I continue at my same rate. I need to maybe try and use this like as an all over dusting powder maybe. I've mostly just been using it as an inner corner highlight or like a brow bone highlight, which I did today. Sometimes I sort of dust it over as like a second highlight, which I don't have that on today. I have a mix of Becca Moonstone and then the white shade from the Carly Bible palette today. So if I'm extra glowy, I feel like I kind of tried to go extra glowy today, which I don't normally do, but I tried. Ooh, look at that. Look at that glow. Anyway, last month this was 51.67 grams. It's now 51.62 grams, so that's only a difference of 0.05 grams. So it's like very comparable to that eyeshadow. Like I'm just really going slow. I've only used 0.12 grams of this. Definitely need to pick it up. I am like focusing again on the bottom. So like all I kind of care about is to hit pan along the bottom. That's really, that's the goal. Anything else beyond that is gravy. So yeah, it's slow but steady and I need to remember to pick up the pace on this one. The second last product in my project before I introduce the item that I'm bringing in is the Milani lip liner in 04 Natural. Love this lip liner. Wearing it actually today with the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Sandstorm. Again, visually looking at this, I'm hoping the picture will show difference because visually looking at it, it looks the same. But I do know I've sharpened it, so it's definitely going down, albeit probably pretty slowly. However, I mean, by weights, it's going better than some of my other items. So last month, this was 2.73 grams. It's now 2.62 grams. So that's a difference of 0.11 grams. I think that's pretty on par with previous lip liner progress, I think. I could be wrong, but I think. So the item I'm introducing to replace the Lumi concealer, whatever it's called, Dream Touch Lumi Highlighting Concealer, which is almost done, is another sort of peachy tone corrector. This is the Benefit Boing brightening concealer. This is just a mini. I got a little kit of about 5, I want to say, concealers. I finished at least one of them up. This one is, again, like a peachy tone type corrector. It's just a small, I mean, it's just a mini, so I feel like even though there's a lot of, looks like there's a lot of product, I don't know where the bottom of this is, so that's also the challenge. The bottom could be really low, or it could be actually a lot higher than I think it is. So we'll see how this goes. I just felt like putting in another peachy corrector, because I have two. I have this one and I also have a NYX one. So I might as well just work on one to finish one up. I don't really need the two. I don't love the NYX one. The coloring is the same. Like I feel like the shade is the same. I feel like this one's creamier and the NYX one is a bit more like waxy. It's a bit of a different texture. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. And this still opens the door. I'm still contemplating putting an actual concealer in this project, or maybe using a concealer in another project. I definitely will be, come springtime, doing another project, because right now I'm only doing this one, like a full year one, and I definitely want to mix it up and at least throw 1 or 2 more other panning projects in this year. So the starting weight of this is 13.4 grams. So we'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to giving this a go and see how it works compared to, like I said, the other one's starting to get a little dry and it's starting to look a little rough. So right now I have 11 products in my project and I've finished one and I haven't taken any items out yet. Doesn't mean I won't. I mean, we'll see how things go over this next month. I'm still like that Essence highlighter and the Becca powder. I don't know if I'll keep it in. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I hope you liked this update. If you did, feel free to get a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would like it if you did. Please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. You won't be disappointed. I do project panning videos and get ready with me and budget videos if you're into those things. you'll definitely want to subscribe. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.